Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Moetivation, the show where we dive headfirst into the most amazing minds. My guest today is an unbelievable young gentleman who inspired me from the second I heard his story. He is truly inspirational in terms of what he does, the adversity that he has been through, and to be such a motivated and motivational person in what he is. But without further ado, let me introduce you to Jabulani Wana. Jabulani, welcome to Moetivation.
Hi, Mo. Thank you so much. And let me take this opportunity and greet everyone who's watching at home. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Jabulani, you are truly an inspiration. I heard your story and I want you to share with the viewers the adversity you went through, the difficulty you went through, yet you stayed with a positive mind. You stayed motivated through your entire life at the young age of 21, accomplishing so much. Please share with the viewers your adversity, yet how you've come out of it.
Right. I'm gonna start by sharing my story. Who is Jabulani? Where does he come from? I'm most known as Jabwe Sizwe, and it's a name that I got from one of my good friends who told me that you are for the nations. So Sizwe means for the nations.
Right.
So now in this case, where I come from a special school. I've never been to a primary school. I'm a learner in product from a special school. It's a school for people who are living with disabilities.
Okay.
Yes, in Carltonville. The name of the school is Moetivation Special School. Along the way, as I grew up, the community used to administer on me that I will never amount to anything in life because of the nature of the school I attended. But because I understood that there are only two people who know the truth about an individual, which is God, who is the creator, and himself, who is the person. Because I believe, to as much as we have motivational speakers, to as much as we have people who are inspirational, there's no one who can be inspirational to you more than yourself, more than you can motivate yourself. No one will come and stand in front of you and tell you that you've got this. Someone might come and tell you that you've got this, but if you have done with your mind that I will never amount to anything, and if you have done with your mind that this is what people say I am,
yes,
and you definitely gonna not make it because you believe in what people say about you. And what I've noticed about life as I grew up is that we have two kinds of, or life was created into, I don't know, should I say dimensions or two ways. There's the first part. The first part is the things that you don't have control over.
Right.
And there are things that you have control over. So number one, you cannot control, you don't have control over how people think about you, how people look at you, but you have control over how you want people to see you. Because when they said I'm a Rotary, I looked at myself in a mirror and said, I am a community developer. I am a motivational speaker, and I'm going to be the first motivational speaker coming from a special school. And as I grew up, it was funny because nobody saw something that could come out of a product from a special school. And learners from primaries and high schools, they never wanted to associate with me because of the uniform that I used to wear. But I had courage one of the hottest days to go to one of the schools, the neighboring high schools there in Kutsong, Badirile Secondary School. The school caters for about 5,000 learners. Wow. And I went there with the very same uniform. And in one of the pictures, the viewers will see at home, I was there wearing the school uniform to show these people that I'm not what they say I am. And some of them asked me, Jabulani, why did you go to a special school? And my answer was of that I went there, or I was placed there so that I can change the mentality of the society about what they think about people who are living with disabilities and people going to special schools.
Where did you find this inspiration? I mean, you sound like you went through a really hard time with people hating on you. People, I mean, if we look at social media now,
yes,
one word of hate can send someone into depression. Yet you saw that as your fuel to inspire you to go forward. Where did you find that courage inside of you to step in front of 5,000 people with that uniform on and say, I am here to motivate you no matter how much hate you throw at me?
I was very saddened by that, by the fact that these people, they say, this is who I am, and this is not who I am. And what kept me going is that, or what motivated me is that when I looked at the person I was when I went there and the person I've became, it never corresponded. And what people say I am, it never made sense.
You believed in yourself.
I believed in myself. I believed in the school, and the knowledge I had while I was in the school, it made me to say I'm gonna educate others on what a Rotary is. Because they are calling us Rotaries, but according to my research, I made the research and I wanted to know what is a Rotary. And I found out that a Rotary is a teacher who is trained to deal with people who are living with disabilities. So I said I'm going to take an initiative and I'm going to teach these people that you are saying that I'm a Rotary, meaning you are promoting me. To me, it's a promotion.
Yes.
So don't call us by names. Don't call us by things that you do not even know the meaning of. And I know who I am, and I'm not who you say I am, and I'm gonna show you.
I teach a mentorship program, a youth mentorship program. And the second phase of this program, I teach the youth that the words you used after I am become the truth in your life. And here is a gentleman sitting saying, I am inspired. I am amazing. I am a wonderful individual, and I am a motivational speaker. I am not what they are saying. I am an amazing individual. And I love this message that you're putting across, that the words I am are so powerful that we need to choose positive words to go after I am. Do you wake up every morning? Do you look at yourself in the mirror and do you tell yourself, I am an amazing individual and I will own this day no matter how difficult it is? Today, for instance, making your way here, you went through an unfortunate incident, yet you are here sitting motivating me on a level that I haven't felt before. It's an incredible feat. I love this energy that you give off. What do you do on a daily basis that makes you stay in this positive mindset even though you go through adversity on a daily basis?
Right. To start with, I have started an initiative whereby we are running a free aftercare program for kids who are in both primary and high school. We are helping them with their schoolwork. And under the aftercare program, we have a soccer and netball team. Why are we doing this why are we promoting this soccer and netball team? We are promoting sports so that these young people can know who they are, because it's not all of them. I'm trying to bring this picture to the people that it's not all of us who will make it academically, but through our God-gifted talents, we are definitely gonna make it in life. So I want them to focus on both sides, which is academics and sports. And that's not all that we are specializing in. It's now that we are trying to also venture and branch out and come up with other programs whereby we are going to give them music, poetry, dance, visual arts, so that everyone must feel that they are recognized. And what my daily routine is of that, I go to schools, motivate learners, and I go to clinics, give a word of encouragement. I get invitations to police stations, to different platforms, and there's a center of excellence named Bambisandla Sam in Carltonville. I go there every Friday. I give a word of encouragement to the teachers, students, and all the general workers. So now the relationship I have with the center, I also do a drug program whereby I take young people to rehabilitation centers. When they come back, I take them to Western Center of Excellence as to dealing with the issue of relapsing. Because I know that many people are having this program, this substance abuse program, where they take young people to rehab. But the question is, what is the exit plan for them? So I have created an exit plan where I take them to skills development centers after rehabilitation.
Jabulani, at such a young age, you've really accomplished a lot. And the way I look at it, it reminds me of an Albert Einstein quote that says, "Do not judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree." And that is what you're trying to give everybody here. Look for your special talents, find your special talents. And really, it's truly inspirational to see a 21-year-old come out from the way to put it is, I wouldn't say adversity, because that's not the way you look at it, but to come out from what you've come out and want to help so much. The act of giving is such a beautiful act, and it truly is inspiring and motivating.
Yes.
Stay tuned. When we come back from the break, we're going to find out how this amazing young individual actually got into this and what was the turning point in his life that made him want to do what he is doing in terms of helping everybody. Jabulani is truly inspirational, and Jabulani is truly motivating me, and I hope you are just as motivated on that side of the screen. See you after the break. Assalamu alaikum and welcome back. Joining me here again is Jabulani, telling us how he's gotten through and how he's been so inspired at 21 years old to be able to do what he's doing and giving so much back to the community. Jabulani, before the break, we were speaking about the unbelievable work that you are doing.
Yes.
What drove you to this work? Was there a breaking point in your life where you felt life's not worth living anymore? I don't know why this is happening to me. And you decided to get inspired, and that fuel built up, because sometimes they say that rock bottom is the best place to start building from.
Yes.
Where was your rock bottom? How did you get inspired, and what motivated you?
My rock bottom was at the former school that I was in, and that's where it all started.
Right.
That's where it all started, whereby I wanted to raise an awareness that people with disabilities do matter, and they are not what you say they are. Give them a chance, stop teasing them. And this thing in me grew, and I started to say, this is not, this must not be the only thing that I'm focusing on. Therefore, I had an eye to see the problem. I believe in one of the words I once gave at one of the schools where I was speaking, when I said, if you have an eye to see the problem, you have the mind to think of the solution. I saw the problem within the community, that this is the problem. We've got a problem of young boys and girls failing at school. And I asked myself a question that, as Jabulani, as a motivational speaker, what is it that I can do? And while other people are blaming the government, while other people are saying the government is doing nothing, I said, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna stand to bridge the gap. I am here for a reason. I'm born for a purpose. And this is one of the purposes that I must fulfill, which is to ensure that these kids who are struggling with homeworks, I'm gonna get someone who was good at that particular subject that the learner is struggling in, so that the person can give advices and can help this young boy or this young girl who's struggling with that. And it did not just end there. Yes. And I saw that there's too much potential, because in my street there, they love taking the rubbish bins and put them as poles, and they would play soccer. And I said, there must be something that can be done about this, because there are no recreational facilities, and I need to do something about this. And we took an initiative, and we used one of the grounds that was no longer in in operation. So we started making a use of that ground. And after, when they come back from the aftercare, they go straight to the ground, so that we avoid seeing them doing nothing, just sitting there, hopeless. You understand?
Yes.
So now I said I'm gonna do something as a community developer. I'm gonna make sure that these boys, they gather in one space, and these girls, they gather in one space where they will be doing what they love the most. Because I thought that if I'm doing what I love the most, if I'm doing what I'm doing, I'm running all these things under one mandate. And my mandate is not to make money, not to make profit, but my mandate it is to save a soul from dying without
Wow.
saving the world.
Wow.
And if I'm serving the world with my God-gifted talent or my God-given gift, why does someone else who's underprivileged, why does they not have to serve the world? I mean, everyone deserves a chance, regardless of the circumstances, regardless of where they come from. When coming to the issue of background, I learned that your background will do one of the two things in your life. It will either educate you or eradicate you. So it is up to you to take a decision on how you want your background to affect you.
You are truly the definition of a saying that I once heard. It said, we were born to give, but we were educated for greed. And you went through a different means of education. So in your life, in your soul, I can see that it's always about the giving nature. You want to give more than you want to receive. And that is a trait at 21 years old that you have that is unbelievable. Most people go an entire lifetime and not accomplish this trait. I want to acknowledge you for the unbelievable work that you are doing. Please continue to do this work. Please inspire people, because you, for me, are truly the definition of motivation. You have inspired me for what you are. You have inspired me to do more, to give more, to be more. Every little bit that you are doing is an incredible, incredible piece of work. Before we leave the show, there's a question that I ask each and every single guest of mine.
Yes.
Many years from now, you have accomplished everything. You have written the books you wanted to write, and you have given the motivational talks, and you have changed the community, and you have saved as many souls as you could possibly save. But for some reason, for whatever reason it may be, you have to leave all of this behind.
Yes.
And it all gets erased. What would be the 3 life lessons that Jabulani, Wana will leave the world?
Number one, I want to say the real education is our attitude and behavior towards others. Why? Because it defines our entire personality. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for someone else remains forever.
Wow.
So the first thing is to want to live for your purpose. Ask yourself a question that says, there's a Sotho song that says, how will it be like when I leave this mortal body? So ask yourself that question, that how will it be? Who will point at my grave? Who will point at my box saying, I am what I am because of that man who's sleeping right there? So now, live for your purpose. One might be asking, what is my purpose? And how to answer that? I will answer that in short and as simple as I can. Your purpose of living is living in your purpose. And the second thing that I would love to liave with people is that never see yourself better than anyone else. We are all special. And I don't blame God that why did I go to a special school. Therefore, what I see is that God wanted me to see the special gift, the special potential which was in me. Because if I went to a mainstream level, I would have never been the Jabulani that I am. So one needs to learn that regardless of their circumstances, they should acknowledge or just make peace with their background. Just say, this is who I am,
Right.
and nothing will change me. No one will change me. And I want what I want. Lastly, there's a song by Joyous Celebration that says, nobody can stop me. I am going there. And they're asking a question that, don't you want to go too? Because I'm going there. So regardless of the circumstances, go there. I don't care what are people saying about you. I don't care what they said about you. I don't care where you're coming from. I don't care who said what about you. I don't care how you are feeling right now, but go there. Make it a point that you are going there. You know, one of the things that I know, one of the quotes that I used to give to people, it's a definition of a hero. A hero is somebody who makes it there. Regardless of the circumstances, he makes it there. Whether there's money, he makes it there. Whether people want, he makes it there. Whether they said what about him, he's making it there.
Jabulani, you are a real life hero. You really, truly are a real life hero. And those 3 truths that you have left behind are something that can change the entire world. And I know that our viewers watching this are going to be truly inspired by you, by your story. And I hope this gives you a platform to be able to accomplish everything that you want to accomplish, because you truly are doing great things. There's one final question I need to ask you.
Yes.
What is your definition of motivation?
My definition of a motivation is that I'm gonna refer back to one of the things that I said earlier on the show, that being a motivational speaker is not the issue of standing in front of the people and just speaking, but being a motivational speaker is also giving options. You know, it is very sad to say to go to a place, motivate learners or motivate drug addicts or motivate people who are underprivileged or young people who are in that corner, who have told themselves that this is my last stop. I will never go anywhere. Yes. You need to. The real definition of a motivational speaker, or the real definition of a motivation, is one who goes to a certain place and motivate or speak, and after say, these are the contacts of the people, or this is what I have for you. In case you want to change your life, I have a solution for you. In case you want to do something with your life, if you want to do skills, then I can refer you to a skills development center. If you want to play soccer, come, I have a netball and soccer team. If you want to learn more on academics, come, I have academics. That's how you motivate somebody. We need to go to stop this thing of saying just being a motivational speaker is waking up in the morning, going to a school and motivate. But being a motivational speaker, it's all about what is it that you are doing.
I'm going to answer a question that I asked you. My definition of motivation is you. You are truly the definition and the personification of motivation. I'm feeling truly inspired, and I'm inspired by the work you do, and I feel that I don't do enough, and you have inspired me to want to do more. Jabulani, thank you so much for being such an unbelievable guest on the show.
Thank you so much, Mo.
I hope you are as inspired as I am listening to Jabulani. And if there's one thing that I can leave you with that Jabulani has taught us, is that your circumstances and your situation does not define the person that you are. However, it is your reaction to those circumstances. It is your reaction to that situation that will define the character of the person, the caliber of the person that you are. So be careful of how you react. Be careful of the person you are. Be careful of the judgments that you pass, because you have no idea the unbelievable soul that God and Allah has put into each and every single individual. You have no right to judge each and every single individual. Let's look at ourselves, let's understand ourselves, and let's say that I am amazing. I am unbelievable. And I will change the world around me because I am truly an inspired individual who is motivated to being the best version of myself. This is motivation, and let me motivate you.